Barbie, 5-Minute Stories, The Sister Collection. Chelsea loses a tooth. One day, Chelsea was riding her bike with her favorite stuffed animal. She was pretending to be a princess on her way to a royal ball, but something didn't feel right. It was her tooth. It was wiggly. When Chelsea got home, she changed and quickly told her sisters the exciting news. "Barbie, Skipper, Stacy!" Chelsea called out. She ran through the house, trying to find her sisters. "We're in the living room, Chelsea," Barbie replied. Chelsea ran to the living room. "Guess what? Guess what?" "You're a magical princess?" Stacy teased. "No, silly," Chelsea said. "My tooth is loose, my very first loose tooth." "Wow, your first loose tooth?" said Barbie. "How does it fall out?" asked Chelsea. "Will the tooth fairy come?" Skipper took out her phone. "Let's see if I can find some answers." Stacy opened the book. "Maybe there will be some answers in here." "I have an idea," Barbie said. "Let's see if we can remember how we made our first loose tooth fall out." "I think I was at my hip-hop dance class. I was dancing and suddenly my tooth fell out," said Stacy. Stacy and Barbie looked at each other and grinned. "Dance party," they said at the same time. The sisters changed into their dance clothes. Chelsea wore her ballet tutu. "Now 1, 2, 3, twirl," Stacy told her. Chelsea twirled a lot, but her tooth still didn't fall out. The girls kept dancing. "Skipper, how did you lose your first tooth?" Chelsea asked her sister. Skipper thought. I think I was jumping on a trampoline." "Let's try it," said Barbie. The sisters went outside and jumped on the trampoline. They jumped and jumped and jumped. "This is fun," said Chelsea, "but I don't think my tooth is falling out this way." "Keep jumping," Stacy said. So they jumped and jumped and jumped some more. "Any luck yet?" Skipper asked. Chelsea felt her tooth. "Not yet, and I'm getting a little dizzy." The next day, Chelsea reminded her sisters that she still hadn't lost her tooth. "I think you need a little break from this loose tooth," said Skipper. "A musical break," Barbie said with a wink to her sisters. The girls grabbed their instruments. "I know a song we can sing," Chelsea said as she belted out her favorite song. When the song was over, Chelsea had forgotten about her tooth. "I'm hungry," she said. "Sounds good, I'm hungry too," said Skipper. The sisters went to the kitchen to have a snack. While the sisters were enjoying a snack, Stacy turned to Barbie. "Barbie, we never asked you. How did you lose your first tooth?" "By eating an apple," Barbie replied. Just then, Chelsea bit into her apple and her tooth fell out. My tooth, she cheered. Stacy gave her a high five. "Way to go, Chelsea, you lost your first tooth." "Can I put it under my pillow now?" Chelsea asked eagerly. "You better wait until bedtime," Barbie told her. That night, Barbie helped Chelsea put her tooth inside an envelope. Then Chelsea tucked it under her pillow. "I don't think I'll be able to fall asleep tonight," Chelsea said. "I wonder what the tooth fairy will bring me." "If you don't go to sleep, the tooth fairy won't come," Barbie reminded her. "Besides, you must be tired. Look at Blissa, she's so sleepy." Chelsea yawned. "Good night, Barbie." "Sweet tooth fairy dreams," Barbie whispered. The next morning, Chelsea ran downstairs. "The tooth fairy came," she yelled, as she showed everyone the shiny coin the tooth fairy had left her. "Wow!" her sisters exclaimed. Barbie hugged her little sister. "And don't think any of us will forget how you lost your first tooth, Chelsea."